Good morning, everybody. It is your VSG Amazon, Ashlyn G from the 757, coming to you live and direct from Norfolk, Virginia this morning. I am coming on here. Why you gotta be so loud? It's the trash man. I'm gonna let him do his thing. Guys, it's such a beautiful day out here today. I don't know where you are in the United States, in the world, but currently in Virginia, like the Hampton Roads area, it's like 69, 70 degrees, light breeze. So I have like all the windows open. And anyway, so I'm coming up here to talk to you guys about my eating habits yet again. This morning I woke up and made I made a scrambled egg and a like little half of a piece of kielbasa, turkey kielbasa, and I still have about maybe like 2 more bites left on my plate, but I'm going to get to that. Excuse me. I'll probably finish it. I'm gonna try to finish it because it wasn't a lot on my plate to begin with. In my last video, if you all got the opportunity to watch it, I mentioned that my snacking habits had gotten way out of control. I did recently realize that I could eat popcorn. So I've been eating a lot of popcorn. I need to talk to my surgeon about it because I'm not sure if I'm even supposed to be eating it. But it doesn't make me sick. I can sit down and eat like half of a bag and it makes me feel full. It helps me take my meds at night because I don't want to eat anything too heavy before I go to sleep. And it's just doing really well. And then I've been trying to make sure that I make some kind of breakfast. I've been doing like little breakfast burritos. You know, they have like the little tiny, the little baby tortillas. And I'll put like a scrambled egg and some cheese and any kind of meat I have. If I have chicken or turkey sausage or crab meat, whatever it is, I throw it in there. A couple weeks ago, I did a little spaghetti sauce. It was actually really good with the egg and the cheese. But just little breakfast burritos just to try to get food in my body and get my digestive system working first thing in the morning. I feel like, I take my protein shake every morning. I drink my coffee every morning. I drink some water every morning. But those things I feel like just kind of like go straight through. They're not sitting in my stomach enough to start making my stomach a little bit bigger. I was talking to my surgeon and they were telling me, I just haven't stretched my stomach out very much, which is a good thing. But it also is a bad thing because for me, I'd like to get back to enjoying food. I recently went out to breakfast with a family member and we sat there staring at the menu, and finally we came to the decision we were going to order Eggs Benedict, which if you've ever had it, it's usually, well, if you haven't ever had it, because if you have, then obviously you know what it is. But it's usually like one English muffin that they cut in half, and then they put stuff inside, like on each side. So this one had, it had fried chicken, bacon, cheese, like Swiss cheese, I think. And then it had a poached egg on top. So we split it. So she had half and I had half. And then we had tater tots, which love tater tots. Guilty pleasure. Love tater tots. But they do have cauliflower tots or veggie tots, which are really good too. I like to stick those in the air fryer. So I literally took 2 bites of the Eggs Benedict and could barely get it down, and then I had like 4 or 5 tater tots and was done. Some of it ended up coming back up because unfortunately, like if you still have food sitting in front of your face, you're going to pick at it. You know what I mean? And that's what I was doing. And I knew I was setting myself up, but it was just so good. My body had already given me the signal. I take it as a signal. Some of you might not, but once I burp and that air comes up out of my stomach and replaces with food, I feel like at that point, my body's telling me, hey, we're done. Take a breather. And so I don't know. It just, that's kind of my telltale sign right now. I mentioned that in my last video, but I've been trying to get more food in during the day so that I'm not so snacky in the evening. I am still eating the Sargento balance breaks and the sweet breaks, and I really like those. Like, it's just enough. Like, it's a good little snack. It's got cheese on one side if you haven't seen it, and then on the other side, for the fast break one, or for the balance break one, I like the one that's got I think it's Havarti or Munster cheese. It's a really creamy cheese on one side. And on the other side, it has honey roasted peanuts and dried cherries. It's either dried cherries or dried cranberries. And it is so good, guys. And it's the perfect portion. I can do that in like a yogurt and I'm perfectly happy. Like, I just ate a whole meal happy. And it tastes good. They even have one that has granola in it, which I like the one with the granola because I can dump the granola into my yogurt and then eat the cheese before or after, or later even. So that's pretty cool. But I've been just really trying to get into eating more food, and somebody DM'd me from my last video, and I wanted to go ahead and touch base on their question. They asked me if I'm able to eat pasta. Ooh, child. Pasta is so bad for you. Rice, bad for you. It bloats in your stomach. Really and truly, any like those bleached, pastas, carbs, things like that are so bad for you. But they are staples, especially in a lot of cultures. I personally cannot do pasta. I tried to eat I had soup that had noodles in it, and it was horrible. But that was also right after my surgery, and it was terrible. So I was just like, okay, I can't eat pasta. Just like I can't eat ice cream, which hurts my heart because I love some ice cream. Mentally, body-wise, it's not happening anymore. Like, I don't know if you've ever thrown up ice cream, but it's still cold when it comes back up. And it's just it's a very weird experience. So I try to just stay away from it. But pasta and rice, I can do a couple of bites of rice, but that's about it. I recently did try the new Panera. I don't know where you guys are, but here in Virginia we have Panera bread. Most of the East Coast has it, I believe. But they have a warm grain bowl, and it's got like, I don't think it has barley in it. I think it's quinoa and brown rice. And they call it a warm grain bowl. And the one that I had had like pickled onions, avocado, a lime verde sauce, bacon crumbles, chicken, and then it was served with Greek yogurt, like a plain Greek yogurt, and I'm not the one, so I had them take it out. So I think I put just did the verde sauce, and then when I got it home to eat it the next day, because for a normal person you could probably sit and eat it as it is, like whole, but because my stomach is so much smaller, it ended up being 3 different meals for me. So I would just put it into a separate bowl, and I'd add a little bit of sour cream. It was really good. But check them out because they're really good. And there's another one. There's 2 different ones that you can try. But as far as pasta and rice getting back on track, I can't. And if you can, I'm a little jealous because I miss pasta. But I also know that pastas and breads and things of that nature are part of my downfall. They definitely contribute to me bloating and just not being as healthy as I possibly can be. So I'm not too upset. But if you guys have any more questions, if you all want me to touch on anything other than the crap that I've been eating, I'm sitting here looking at this plate and I don't know that I'm going to be able to get these last 2 bites down. I have reduced the amount of food that I put on my plate, and like if I order something out, number one, I use my card. I have a little, well, maybe I have it. I have a card that my doctor's office gave me, and it's like a weight loss card. I need to laminate it because it's starting to get raggedy. But it's just from my supplier, Doesn't sound good. This is probably backwards for you guys, but it says surgical dietary request medical card. It says the bearer of this card has undergone a stomach operation, which allows them to eat only a small portion at a time. Please allow this person to order a half portion or a meal from the children's or senior citizens menu. Thank you for understanding. I've had to like legitimately show that to people, and they are still kind of rude about it. It bothers me a little bit, but not enough to make a stink. So it just is what it is. But a lot of restaurants will accommodate, which is good. But ordering out, like I take out what I think I can eat, like off my plate, and then I go ahead and ask for a box and put it away so that I'm not picking. Like I said in the last video yesterday, I did not do that and ended up getting a little bit sick, but it was kind of cool because it was only the extra that I had put in that came up. Everything else stayed down, which I was very excited about, because sometimes your body doesn't differentiate that. But I feel like that was kind of a sign that I didn't put too much into my stomach. Like everything else that I had eaten, I spaced out appropriately. And it's important to recognize those things about yourself, guys, because it confirms that you're doing something right. And anytime that you recognize something about that, like you need to pat yourself on the back. Like you maybe as an adult in your mind, but you need to look at your body and how you're treating it as a baby. And every baby step, every milestone is important and should be celebrated. Not necessarily with food, but should be celebrated within yourself, because you deserve to be celebrated when you do the right thing. Nobody else is going to celebrate you as well as you are. And I know for me, like people tell me I look good. They're like, oh my God, you look so amazing. They're like, oh, well, you look so beautiful, or it's been so long since I've seen you, and you've just lost so much weight, but I don't necessarily see it myself. So for them, for me, anytime I do see something and notice something, I have to celebrate it within myself. So that's just, that's how I handle it. But it is, I think today's Friday. I wish you all a great weekend. Make the right choices. Be empowered. You can do it. Whatever your stage is, even if you're just in the thought process of getting your life together, doing what you have to do to be healthy and to live a longer life, I commend you. Even if you haven't even got up off the couch yet, but you're watching videos trying to get yourself inspired, everybody has their own start point. And I'm proud of you all. If nobody else tells you, if you don't believe it yourself, you are doing a good job. And whatever you do, however you go about this journey, just keep in mind that it's for your health, for your body, and it's not for anybody else. Like, you might be doing it because you want to be healthier for your kids or for your grandkids or for your, your significant other. But at the end of the day, like, you have to know that it's kind of like telling a smoker that they need to stop smoking. They're not going to stop smoking until they're ready, or until something triggers them to the point where they feel like they don't have a choice. So just keep on being strong. You got this. Much love, you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Okay? Again, this is Ashlyn G, your Amazon, your VSG Amazon, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.